Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this video, we will learn what is the sentence and what are the kinds of sentences in English grammar. First, we'll see what is the sentence. A group of words which makes complete sense, which has a complete meaning, is called as sentence. Now, sentence must have two parts. That is, it should have subject and a verb, action word, verb. Therefore, the sentence must have at least two words. Sentence must have at least two words, that is subject and the verb. Some examples of the sentence are bird, fly. Here bird is the subject, fly is the verb, action word. He is reading a book. He, subject. Here reading, the action of reading, and the book is the object. So it is the sentence. He is reading a book. Mahmud has a kite. So Mahmud, subject, has, he is having a kite, object. Fourth example, you come. Here subject is you and come is the verb, coming. Here this subject can be, sometimes it can be understood that here he come, she come, I come. So subject can be understood here. Notes about the sentence. A sentence must always begins with the capital letter. The pronoun I should always be written as a capital letter. There should be full stop, question mark or mark of exclamation at the end of the sentence. Kinds of sentences. Sentences are of four kinds. First is declarative sentence or assertive, imperative sentence, interrogative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. First kind of sentence, declarative sentence, or it is also called as assertive sentence. A sentence that makes statement or assertion is called as declarative or assertive sentence. Example, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall is an example of declarative sentence. Declarative sentences are of two types, the affirmative and the negative. The affirmative sentence which makes positive statement. Examples of affirmative sentences are the sun is a star, which is declarative, as well as you can say these are the affirmative sentence. Second example, an apple is a red. It is the affirmative sentence which makes positive statement. Second type of declarative sentence is the negative sentence which denies something. The sentence which denies something, those are negative sentences. So examples of negative, the sun is not a planet. We don't play all the time. So these are the examples of negative sentence which denies something. Second kind of sentence, imperative sentence. A sentence that expresses a command or a request. A sentence that expresses the command or a request is called as an imperative sentence. Examples of imperative sentence: don't leave the house. Order, command, request, don't leave the house. Have mercy upon us. Be quiet. Please write a letter. sit down. So these are the examples of imperative sentence. In imperative sentence, in such type, all these examples, you see such sentences, the subject which is not mentioned, here subject is not mentioned, but it is understood is always you as a singular or a plural. So here you sit down or you be quiet. Here you is, it is understood, which is not mentioned in these examples. An imperative sentence needs full stop. You can see everywhere it needs full stop at the end of the sentence. And imperative sentence, it may be affirmative or a negative. Okay? It may be positive, it may make positive sense, or a negation, it can deny. So here negative, don't, okay, I have mercy, positive, so be quiet. This is affirmative. So such type of imperative sentence, it may be affirmative or a negative. So these are the examples of imperative sentence. What kind of sentence? Interrogative sentence. A sentence that asks a question is called as an interrogative sentence. Question. A sentence which asks the question is called as interrogative sentence. So here examples of interrogative sentence. Where do you live? Are you hungry? Did it rain yesterday? Does he help you in studies? Hasn't he finished his homework yet? So here all interrogative sentences ends with the question mark, and interrogative sentence may be affirmative or negative. Fourth kind of sentence, exclamatory sentence. A sentence that expresses strong feeling is called as exclamatory sentence. The examples of exclamatory sentence: how cold night is! Exclamatory mark. What a shame! Third example: how pretty she looks! What a fine day! Here the exclamatory sentences ends with the exclamatory mark of exclamation. Sometimes verb is absent in exclamatory sentences. Sometimes like last sentence, here what a fine day. So verb is absent in the exclamatory sentence. An exclamatory sentence is always in the affirmative. This always has it is a positive statement. So exclamatory sentences are always affirmative. So exclamatory sentence which express strong feelings are exclamatory sentence. These are the examples of exclamatory sentence.